It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Saints and the Buccaneers on Sunday night primetime.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because
it's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, fingers crossed here, first quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Harrington. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Harrington. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Shoves him aside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down. Hold it. Gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5. It's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harrington. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They run with Cunningham. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him in the box for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here comes the Saints punter now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. Fighting his way through contact. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team. And you see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 2. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville,
Where you see the final score there.
C.J. Stroud.
2 touchdowns.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, some strong running. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
The one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
They go with Cunningham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off play action. Harrington. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Harrington. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will open things up in New Orleans, 24-7. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
And you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
He's got Harris running the slant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw here on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Slant pass complete to Olave. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Off play action. Harrington. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they're in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Harrington. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, that is incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Off play action. Harrington. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Back to throw again. Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
He's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his target, Harris.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Let's go now.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. Back to throw here. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 6.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Davante Adams from 6 yards away.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Harrington, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Off play action. Harrington. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
33 yards. And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Pearson up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was meant to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see the Buccaneers, reigning league MVP. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here as we do the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 65 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
2nd and 7. Now he runs straight ahead with Warren. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do? So you just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Off the play fake. Harrington going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, Mond. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Rondale Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw in film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Warren will try the right side. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And these guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there. Off play action. Harrington. They'll roll him out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Mond looks to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, So what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Get so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It's fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator. But they like you. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Mond. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On the give, it's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he comes back with one complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Mond going to throw it. But it stays out. Pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escapes the sack. And that is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And bulldozing his way through, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Okay, great. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go get that thing.
Off the play fake, Harrington. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Mon. Complete. Mon trying to get his guys to work quickly. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Man on the end route, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And they go play action here. Mon. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Harrington. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Harrington. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harrington. That is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off play action. Harrington. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, break. It's a no-score team.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Brian.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Harrington. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Off play action. Harrington. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harrington. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the...
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Okay, ready? Check white, opposite, green, blue, check.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Yellow, line, check, pitch, Smith, red, switch, yellow.
They'll run it, Warren, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a run with Warren, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here's Warren. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Check pitch. Smith red. Set, go.
Bond's going to keep this himself.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
On the run, it's Warren.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Warren. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the false start will back them up 5.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here's Mond. They're going for it.
And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Off play action. Harrington. He's going to float this one deep right side. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Mond throwing on 2nd down.
He finds Robinson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Bond looks to throw on 1st down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one, even under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight and do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Bond back to the air after the pick 6.
From the left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Cunningham. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready?
On first down, here's Mon. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs will take over possession here at the 34.
City, this defense, man.
At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only need 3 plays on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that.
This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
So out come the Bucs now.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Extra point by McPherson, looking good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yeah, another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
He's got a man complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.